Today we're going to talk about the 2-point tactical sling. This sling can be used as a regular sling, but for today's purposes we're going to show how we use it with an AR-15, and we're going to show you how to install it. And in the second part of the video we're going to show you how to use it and why you want to have it. So the first thing is that we're going to go over the parts of the sling. This is going to be the rear. There's a female part that we've already removed it, we've taken it off, and this is the optional part. This allows you to go from a 2-point to a single point. Well, the nice thing is that you'll see that you don't need to do any kind of modifications to the rifle to have a single point with this. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the rear. On the rear, depending on if you're right-handed or left-handed, if you look at the video and you see how we've got this orientated, if you're right-handed, the male end needs to go up. If you're left-handed, the opposite is true. So we're going to simply run this through the ring. Okay, we're going to do it just like a little bike helmet. And we'll do a close-up of this. Okay, so that you can see that. Okay, this excess that we have here, you can poke it through, but you remember, once you're done and you feel pretty confident that you got this installed the best way, you can always cut this. Just take a lighter and sear the edges, that way it won't fray later. So, okay, so now that we've got this on, and remember, this looks like a Y or a V. Remember, the Y is at the end of the alphabet, it's at the end of the gun. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take off this part. Now, for this portion of it, notice that I've got this mounted on the side. It doesn't need to be mounted to the side. A lot of guns come now where they don't have any kind of a front sight post, so you don't always have a front swivel. So it could be on the side or it could be the front swivel. Doesn't matter. Same thing. Exactly the same way you would do a bike helmet. Once it's under secure, you're going to do this. Now, on AR-15s, a lot of people don't realize what this slot is for. This slot, we're not going to use this at all. We're going to use the slot to attach the rear buckle. We're simply going to go through it and over the top. Again, doing the same bike helmet attachment. On this one, you may want to get it tight. It doesn't have to be, but I find that it works better if you get this as tight as possible. This will help ensure that the strap won't go on the back of it. If you have a mag pull, then the slots, instead of being orientated horizontally, they're vertical. They work fine too. So we're going to attach the front. Now at this time, I'm going to take this time to explain something. You'll notice that you've got this extra tab. This tab, okay, we'll demonstrate this in the next video, but this is a tensioner. So that's what that is. That's what that's for. Okay, on the back, we want to attach the buckle. This is going to be free floating, and that is where, when you undo the front and you come up here, this is how it becomes a single point. So we'll move on to the next video and show you how to wear it. So this is going to be the second part of the video. Okay, this is after we've installed the sling. Alright, I just wanted to show you that when you carry this, you're going to carry it in a barrel down position. Okay, so it's nice and comfortable. Alright, you can let go of it obviously, but it's fully deployable. Okay, while it's in a looser tension. Okay, what's nice about this is that if you're going to do a lot of walking, you're going to be stepping over terrain, sticks, whatever kind of brush. You have this tensioner here. You can pull this tensioner. What it does, it sucks the rifle against you. So by doing so, it keeps up against you, so when you're walking, you're not having to babysit the rifle. You can be on your phone, you can have a flashlight, you're not constantly tending to this firearm. It also helps because it's close to your core, it keeps you from having to compensate for the fact that you've got a firearm, and in some cases they can get heavy after a while on one side, so you're not using muscles in your back as much. So again, very nice, especially if you're doing a lot of walking. To deploy it, you simply just find your tab here. You're going to pull the tab, it lets it right out, then it's ready to go. Okay. The other nice thing is that you can unclip this, and then it goes up here, And of course, this is folded. This is why we talked about if you're right-handed or left-handed, this matters, because that way your the male end that was free floating is now pointed in the right direction. So now you have a single point, okay, as well as a 2-point built into one sling. The nice thing is that you didn't have to do any kind of modifications to the rifle. If you're looking at a single point, most single points, the material is going to be much rougher. This is more like a car seat belt. I know you can't get the feel of it when you're watching a video, but this is just like your seat belt in your car or your truck. It's very soft, it's very easy, it's very forgiving. It does have a bungee system in it. Okay, inside the bungee you'll see that there's a strap inside there. You can't overstretch it, ruin the elastic. So it's a really great sling. It's comfortable and it's multifunctional. So you can't beat that.